doing my best to make you part of Versus the Rest.
Welcome to Versus the Rest, a channel solely focused on bringing you truth, waking you up, and good music. Let's hope you like it. Today we got a video from the liberal Hivemind. Usually exposes the liberal mindset. Of course, I'm liberal myself, but maybe not anymore. I'm more of a classic liberal, so sometimes I might take the word wrong, like, oh yeah, so you don't like liberals. I think that the word has been like so misused, kind of like the woke word has been misused. It used to be like somebody that's like woken up to the lies of this world, and now it's like people are digging in both hands and just drinking the Kool-Aid. So all right, let's start this video. It's called WTF. I don't know what that means. Something about a marine animal. Is this? It came out July 6th.
Hey guys, welcome to
yesterday.
the Liberal Hivemind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. You know what time of the year it is again? Just 2 days ago was July 4th. Happy Independence Day, by the way, or belated Independence Day. And every single year we have a time-honored tradition on this YouTube channel, which we missed this year, or at least we missed the timing, because what I ended up doing was recording extra videos, taking the day off, and so what I released on July 4th and July 5th was actually recorded 2 days prior. So technically, this is the July 4th video that we make every single year, going through all the miserable America-hating nonsense being pushed by all these woke lefties. The word is unappreciative. To live in the greatest country on earth, the most free and prosperous nation on the planet, one of the first nations to end slavery and enshrine rights for all citizens, a country with a legacy of BTFOing fascism and putting the power in the hands of the people, even though that's being, of course, desecrated these days. Those values are being lost. That's still the legacy of America. And on the day that celebrates it all, well, all the ungrateful, attention-seeking social media clowns show their true colors, huh? Let's take a look at what they had to say and just talk about it. We've got...
I mean, America is not a perfect country, but if you look at other countries in the world, I mean, it's not that bad. The people that complain, it's because they have the luxury to complain. That's pretty much like most young people that complain. I guess they're all they all come from middle class or wealthy families, and their lives aren't that bad. They try to make it look as if it was, but I think, well, the worst thing that happens in one's life is always the worst thing, like overall. I guess, like we get it, we adjust. Humans are resilient. We adjust to emotional and physical stress. The worst thing that has happened to us is like almost the same level for everyone. Not exactly, but so they've been like pandered and like. Not la wat. They live in like what is like cotton balls. Like there's an expression in French that all your life you were laid down in cotton balls. Like, and you were born there. T'es né dans de la ouate. That's an expression that we say here in Quebec, and it's true. It's the snowflake. The same ideas as snowflakes, but like. The snowflakes, they were flakes all the time, but they were in the cold, and they still are cold, and they're still afraid, and they say that they're melting, but they're still cold. They're still in the same area in the cold. So like people are saying, oh, I'm not comfortable. Yeah, but you're already in cotton balls. So that's the saying.
Got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks. So first,
you roll the tape.
List.
I can't believe this guy. Like every day, he edits his videos and then he puts it on a tape, and then he rolls it. It's I think that's what makes his channel special.
Some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so first on the list.
Genius.
July 4th was right around the corner. This was released on July 3rd. What would Independence Day be without being lectured to by a WNBA player about just how terrible and, quote, trash America is? WNBA.
She can still, like, play in the NBA. Like, look at other countries in the world, outside of, let's say, outside of Europe. And the United States and Canada, let's say, where is there like any professional women leagues like women making lives out of playing professional sports outside of the Olympics, of course. But I mean, that's already something pretty nice, and they don't need to wear a face covering clothes. They can just be themselves. That's pretty good. It's a start. It's not perfect. WNBA, whose players' 2020 salary was paid by Converse, so she could be a social justice activist. Well, was she a WNBA? Aren't they paying? Like, aren't teams paying? She was paid by Converse. Salary was paid. No, it's not really a salary. It's just like extra that was paid from Converse to be a social justice activist. Tweets: America is trash in so many ways. Days before America. With the Washington Mystics, Natasha Cloud, she opted out of playing in favor of pushing radical social justice. She's now a full-time social activist, and she says that America's trash in many ways. Yeah, I guess I could agree to that, but I hope that you have good reasons, and if they come with solutions, that's even better. It's a minimum to me, but whatever.
A player whose 2020 salary was paid by Converse so she could be a social justice activist.
Not anymore, I guess.
America is trash in so many ways. Days before Independence Day, America responds. In 2020, Converse chose to cover the contract of Washington Mystics WNBA player Natasha Cloud when she opted out of playing in favor of pushing for radical.
I know, dude. I just said that. I read the article before you.
She decided to opt out of playing the season. 100% fed up reports Cloud already received a portion of her normal salary of $112,000.
That's pretty good.
She decided to pursue social justice activism, which she referred to as a social pandemic. In a show of support for her activism, Converse agreed to cover her contract. Okay. We are proud to have her on the Converse team, are humbled to match her forfeited player's salary, and look forward to working together with Natasha on these issues as well as supporting her vision in this space. So,
well, yeah, it's for a company, I guess $100,000. It's not that much, no? So it's not. She could have asked maybe a bit more. I think she got played on that. But to play, well, it's not bad. 112,000. Like the minimum, I think, for like hockey is like 600,000. Nah, no, I guess it's pretty bad.
Is proud to
but who watches WNBA? I'm sorry, but there's a lot less people watching women play these types of sports. And it's a sad reality, but what can you change? You can't force people to like something. So if they manage to do something that's impressive and that people want to watch, they are going to watch. So.
Support her vision in this space. Well, what exactly is her vision? Her vision is tweeting nonsense on her Twitter account. Not actually accomplishing jack squat, just complaining about non-existent.
Yeah, but once you have a following, that's what you need to do. I mean, we're all guilty of that. I mean, even this guy, Liberal Hivemind, is guilty of that. I mean, he is playing kind of like the activist, but what is he doing really? He's just on the internet, but he's got so much following. That's the way you do it these days. The social circle has become online. Of course, it's not the same, but like at how you call it, the town square is now online. So that's not something to talk against.
Nonsense. Our country is trash in so many ways.
Instead
of using our resources to make it better, we continue to oppress marginalized groups that we have targeted since the beginning of times. The beginning of times. Interesting. Apparently marginalized groups have been targeted since the time of the dinosaurs.
Yeah, since the beginning of times. Well, at the beginning, there weren't any marginalized groups. There was groups, and I guess sometimes happen, but it wasn't the same. It's not the same everywhere. Like, white people have been marginalized in other countries. It changes. It depends on where you are. Black, brown communities and LGBTQ plus. I don't like the plus. Man, we are too powerful to still be attacking issues separate. Well, you got a point. I mean, we should be attacking none of these social issues separately. Like laws and rights should be the same for everybody. Should be no specific pandering. The population needs also to do their best to not attack a particular group. Unless that particular group seems to attack children, and then it becomes everybody. Like everybody's children is their own, and it's not society's, and there's no problem of being a mama bear or a papa bear in these types of situations. So I don't think that, I mean, I don't think that siding with the LGBTQ is a good idea on the long run. I'm sorry to say that.
Called identifying the problem, fixing it. These leftoids don't identify problems. They just make these blanket statements. America is racist. How exactly? Can you explain? It just is. History and such.
That's like, why don't you like Donald Trump? Because don't have you heard the news? Yeah. And okay, and what don't you like about his policies? Everything. Can you name one policy? I don't have time to talk to you.
My liberal studies teacher told me, that's not an argument. Like, what does that do? That literally does nothing for anyone. It's a waste of time, but what it mostly is clearly an attention-seeking grift. I'm a victim, pay attention. I'm speaking truth to power. I'm the next Al Sharpton. And boy, do we have a bunch of Sharpton wannabes. Here's Bree Bass. I'm sorry, but anyone happily waving American flags right now is either a gleeful white supremacist or gleefully uninformed.
Isn't that a politician? Bree Bass?
The irony. Gleefully uninformed, you say. I don't know. From my perspective, the people who are claiming that the American flag is a flag...
Well, she's got 4.9 million views and 907 likes. This ain't looking good.
Flag of white supremacy seem to be the ones who are gleefully uninformed. You know, that same flag that literally fought a war. People sacrificed their lives to free black Americans. The same country that, how long's it been? 15 years. Holy moly. 15 years ago, elected a black American as president of the United States.
Well, racism wasn't as bad back then. Seriously, it was almost resolved. It's the media that just pushed it again because it was a good way to divide the population. It actually works. Look at them. Look at the new generation. We were taught, like, probably the simplest thing ever, to not really see color. Just don't judge anybody by the color of their skin, no matter if they're white or black, whatever. It doesn't matter if you're black or white, It's like... They ruined it all, and people, they don't see it.
2 times, mostly white people, by the way, voting him in. If you make the argument that that's a racist nation or a white supremacist nation, you're on drugs. But of course, it's become the new attention-seeking grift on TikTok.
You're just manipulated.
Platforms.
So we're visiting in upstate New York near Poughkeepsie. Lots of farm country. Lots of American flags and Blue Lives Matter flags, and it was really making me uneasy. And then we came to this cute little town called Hudson. I guess it's a famous whaling town. And I see a lot of flags like this. Totally felt my nerves come at ease. Isn't that interesting? I'm not even gay. I think that says a lot when the American flag freaks me out. And I see a few pride flags, and then I know I'm among nice people.
Wow, he's so manipulated. It's crazy. His vision of the world is so skewed. And like, congratulations, the CIA to develop psyops, and they can reach that. Like, a black man hates America and likes pride.
Here's another one.
Almost definitely. But we felt that way for years. Like, I'm 51. And even as a kid, we knew. It was understood. If there was an American flag at their house, they some racist white mother.
Whoa, what the fuck?
That's just what it was.
Here's another one.
A flag outside of somebody's house, I just automatically assume you racist.
And then, of course, it goes as...
That's so fucking racist. If you assume something without knowing, you're acting and you're just falling on your prejudice. If you are, it means that you're a person that could very likely well be a racist, because racism is just another sort of prejudicism. So like anything goes.
Ungrateful people burning the American flag.
So here we go. America is nothing to celebrate. So repeat after me.
Oh, try that in another country. Try burning their flag to see. Like in the United States, this is legal. Some people say it shouldn't, but it's a free country. And try to do that like anywhere else to burn their flag. See what happens to you.
As this rag that does not
It's like it's like she's probably like some kind of witch. She would be seen as a witch, and this is the only place where we don't burn them. And she's like,
America
this place sucks.
It's nothing to celebrate.
No.
So repeat after me.
We don't burn
As
witches.
this rag that does not represent the people of the world goes up in flames. America is nothing to celebrate.
America is nothing to celebrate.
Oh, it's half and half.
We demand
A different way to live.
a different way to live.
A different system.
Do it.
Different system.
Revolution, nothing less.
Revolution, nothing less.
Yeah.
America was never great.
If that was any other flag, it'd be considered a freaking hate crime. But in this case, you know, I'm not offended. I don't think it should be illegal. I don't think it's a hate crime. I just think you're dumb.
Yeah.
If America is such a deeply terrible,
Just
racist
go
place,
away.
if it's such an oppressive, hateful, awful place, then leave. How about that? Leave.
No, but I mean,
go away.
it's-
Go to the utopia that you believe exists overseas or even over.
No,
over the
it's
two
not
land borders.
possible.
But you won't, will ya?
Well,
Why?
it's-
Because you're full of, you know what.
No, but like people can't really leave like where they live. There's too many reasons for it, but yeah, it's an easy cop out to say you just need to leave. It came so easily for me too, but it's not the right solution. But I mean, if these people they want to change something, then like go in positions of power, be the change that you want the world to be. I mean, and I'm sorry, but I mean, the way she acts, I just see hate. You can't like fight fire with fire. There's a revolution, nothing less. Don't you know, like revolutions, it's just another power that takes it. Like there's always like another person, another group that's ready to take the power. I'm not saying there shouldn't be revolutions, but it's about the most uneasiest time of any society. It was when there's a revolution. It's very hard to know who's on your side, who's not. Even as far as ideas go, like there's nothing to be based on. You need like a large population, part of the population that agrees with it before you can have a successful revolution.
It's all a desperate cry for attention. Absolutely pathetic. Happy Independence Day. God bless America. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Yep, nice. No, it's not, it's not just to be a victim. The victimization part probably gives dopamine, and it's an indirect effect. He's not a liberal. He doesn't understand. They never do. That's all right.